Like Uganda, South Africa has identified agriculture, infrastructure, mining, energy, transport, logistics, and manufacturing as some of the key growth areas that will aid and abet economic reconstruction and recovery. The state visit that has been undertaken by President Museveni to our country has reinforced the firm political and economic relations between our two nations. By deepening these relations, and through your visit here, we see ourselves deepening relations between us, and we aim also to better the lives of our people as we continue the struggle to overcome poverty, unemployment, and inequality in both our countries.
The heads of state also witnessed the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding covering social, economic, legal, and scientific cooperation. This state visit looked closely at the South Africa-Uganda Joint Commission.
The Joint Commission should study what can Uganda do best and sell to South Africa, and what can South Africa do best and sell to Uganda, because really a durable relationship must be based on business, not just sentiments.
He cited examples of how this can be achieved.
We have very high-grade iron ore in Uganda, but iron ore, one needs coal to turn iron ore into steel. And our part of the world, as you can see, is very far from the ocean, 1,000 miles. Now, bringing steel products from China, from India, from Ukraine in the past, very expensive. The freight alone, the transport, is bigger than even the cost of the product itself. So it is very important that we develop an inland steel industry for Uganda and for those areas around. But here we need coal from South Africa.
I'm advised that steady progress has been made in resolving some of the challenges relating to trade and investment between our countries. Our government ministries are in regular contact with each other.
So guys, here you see where the Ugandan president Museveni is currently in South Africa to come to strengthen. They're already trading with each other, but now he come to strengthen the deals and do more deals and add more trade to what they're already doing, because he haven't been in South Africa since 2011. That's like 12 years ago. So now they're actually seeing where the inner Africa trade is key for growth, because of the new trade agreement that was recently signed with the 44 countries in the AU, which is the African Union. You have 44 countries that signed that cross-border trading, and this is where more economies gonna be exploring and exploding, and get more citizens have more jobs, more wealth, more growth, and because the continent themselves is rich with resources. That's a given. We know this. Because here he said that they have iron ore. He want to develop their own steel, so they don't have to import steel from the West or from China, because what he said, because of these countries are so far from the ocean, 1,000 miles, right? You have to pay shipment. I know he said that shipping costs more than actually paying for the steel. So it's like paying for the steel twice. So that's gonna kill any country, any economy, because they have to use dollars to pay for these stuff. So you have to have enough dollars in reserve to pay for these products, to pay for the shipping and for the product. So it's like a double whammy for them. So this is why and before I go any further, so don't forget they're already doing trade, which is value around 130 million US that they are doing. So that's good again, but they want to double that, even triple that, because for me, $130 million for trade for 1 year is not that much, but 3, 4, even 500 million, now that would be a good trade partner, because they are the second highest in trading in with South Africa in East Africa and the 15th overall. So that's not bad. So I look into that. But let's continue with this video and see where they're gonna sign some more new. They're gonna collaborate with some further infrastructure, further deals in this video that we're gonna see. So we can we close off there. We close off and then watch this video before we go any further.
Last year, according to Ramaphosa, the two-way trade between the two nations amounted to 130 million US dollars.
We should aim to more than double this and get the trade to shoot way over almost $300 million as well. And I certainly think that it is an achievable goal. For South Africa, we are open to increasing the quantity as well as the diversity of products that we want to source from Uganda, because the success of intra-Africa trade hinges on each of us sourcing from one another and prioritizing made and grown in Africa products and services.
When you look at Africa, really these opportunities are plenty. You talk of land, like you talk of Uganda, land meaning meaning natural resources and land. Everything is there. Agricultural resources of all types.
A number of sectors have been identified to ensure economic growth in Uganda and South Africa.
Like Uganda, South Africa has identified agriculture, infrastructure, mining, energy, transport, logistics, and manufacturing as some of the key growth areas that will aid and abet economic reconstruction and recovery.
President Museveni urged these business people to keep vying for the best opportunities.
Because in order to produce, you must be competitive. So that what you produce outcompetes other products in other markets.
The Business Forum brought together respective private sectors and state-owned companies to explore new opportunities.
So guys, here we see the two presidents signing, they are making more deals, because as I said earlier, these presidents, they already have trade going on, which is a value a little over 130 million. This should be way more than that, because inter-Africa trade is a great way of building resources, building the economy, saving money, and you have to spend the US to, you have to get the US in reserve to use it to buy products from Africa. From the US. So here you see where they're already, this new deal now, they want to double hit. Instead of 130, they want to go to at least 300 million per year in trade. And they have things they can trade, because they want to do infrastructure, energy, mining, transport, agriculture. What is, I'm missing one. Infrastructure. So if they cooperate on these, at least these 6 different areas, which is the 6 different areas, it would quadruple the money they're already spending. Instead of sending it overseas, they spend it between each other, because as I say, Africa is a rising economy, as I always say. And the Western media try to paint Africa as this poor, corrupt country but look what's happening in the past couple of days. You have, since this month alone, you have the new trade agreement, which 44 countries have signed, which is the AfCFTA, which is the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. And then you still have these presidents working together with each other, and this is what will make the signing of the free trade deal work. Presidents have to come together and actually do inter-Africa deals, like what these two presidents are doing, Ugandan president and South African president, because when he signed the deal, the law of the anti gay bill, remember how it was all over Europe, all over the US, and every major network when they try to batty up Uganda. But this, which is a great initiative and a great move, it's hidden away from the world. If you don't see it, only way you see this unless you watch like my channel, or if you see it on other channels. But you don't see this because they try to hide this from the world, because you see Africa is coming together, and this is what the US fear the most, is the togetherness of African presidents coming together and rising above the rhetoric or the West push, and you have a big explosion in trade, because Uganda have a young population, Ghana have a young population, all these countries have a young population, so there's tons of young people that is looking to gain, to work, and to climb up the social ladder of earning. So you see, as I said, these deals that these countries are signing, Rwanda signed deals recently too with South Africa and Ghana, Nigeria. Well, Nigeria does have an election, so they are currently in election mode, which I think they say someone won, but I don't know who it is. I have to look into it. But it's over now, so let's see what gonna take place from Nigeria now, from now forward. But a lot of countries are coming together and doing inner Africa trade, and that is where it's gonna blow up big time, because Ethiopia now have enough wheat to supply Africa. So I hope African countries take advantage of this new development and trade within each other, so they can use their own currency to buy stuff from other African countries, so they don't need the dollar. Because just now, the dollar going to be obsolete very soon. So not obsolete as in not needed, but it's going to be less. It won't have that strong power where it had, like that can cripple economies when they manipulate economies to strengthen the dollar. It's that they're losing that kind of power right now, so that's a good thing. So Uganda, big ups to Uganda president and South African president. That's currently doing great things and signing bigger deals and doing more trade, because he want to put South Africa president want to put more South African businesses in Uganda and vice versa. And here what the president said, that they're gonna look at areas where they're both strong and then switch, as in work with each other on that area. Like as I said earlier, the transport infrastructure, mining, energy, and so whatever I said earlier. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you like what I just said, and as I said, each one learn one, teach one. So that's the whole goal of this channel. Tell a friend to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Let me know what you think about this, what the Ugandan president just did with South Africa. Leave a comment in the comment section so I can, and then I'll reply, and then we can have a conversation about it. You don't know. Peace, one love, boom.